never start a business because I didn't understand it until you know what we're about to talk about, which is 3 different things that Jim Rohn, Tony Robbins, both of them tried to warn me about, which I didn't listen, unfortunately, and it cost me 1,100 days of my life and millions of dollars. So Jim Rohn is Tony Robbins' mentor. If you're not familiar with who Jim Rohn is, he's a legend in the game of entrepreneurship and personal development. So go check him out. And both Jim Rohn and Tony Robbins warned me about this. I didn't listen, and I jumped in over aggressively and over eager into my first business, and I went $100,000 in debt. So I want you guys to avoid this. And in today's video, I'm gonna help you do that. So the first thing is I'm gonna talk about how you get paid in business in relationship to the 9-to-5 traditional job world that most of us come from. So job world versus entrepreneurship and how to build a business space, the difference in how we get paid. You have to understand this fundamentally. The second thing I'm gonna break down is how to take your income from, let's say, $100,000 a year and rapidly, aggressively, massively scale it quickly to, let's say, $1 million a year. So how do we take a low income and scale it rapidly to a high income? And then the last thing is I want to talk about if you're brand new in entrepreneurship or you're looking to go into a new space and you currently don't like what you're doing, what are some good spaces to go into right now going into 2023 that are low risk, high scalability and high profitability opportunities that have massive abilities for you to learn big skill sets, that if for some reason you go into an industry and you may or may not like that and don't want to stay with it, the skill sets that you'll learn here will transcend into all areas of life, and you didn't have to risk going through bankruptcy like I did because I chose the wrong business model and industry to start out in business with. And so let's dig into it, guys, with number 1 being the difference of how we get paid working a 9-to-5 job versus in the business world in the entrepreneurship space. So the big difference is if you listen to Jim Rohn or Tony Robbins is one, we get paid for time, the other one we get paid for value to the marketplace. Now let me explain here. A job is essentially this: an employer-employee relationship, a contract held between two, one's bringing one to the other one's bringing what they have for them. Now here's how this works. The job or the company being given to the person that needs a job has a pre-constructed task list, a number of things they need done, requirements for that job to be done to keep that business going forward. But they need someone with basic skill sets to do it. So they find someone through an interview process. They say, you meet the skill sets based for the job that I need to be done, and let's go into a time skill set relationship. I'm gonna pay you X amount of dollars per hour for your time if you trade your skill sets to help my business grow. And they go into an agreement, and this person works, trades their time, and gets paid directly. So they go to work 9 to 5, their time is traded, a check comes in. They do it again, 9 to 5, they trade that time, a check comes in. Now, if they work from 9 to 5 in a business, you could start a business and work from 9 to 5 and get paid nothing. You could do it again the next day and get paid nothing. You could work from 9 till midnight and get paid nothing. You could work from 9 till midnight for a year straight every single day and actually go bankrupt. There's no relationship to your income in business based off the time that you put in, the effort you put in, the belief that you're special and you should be making money, guys. The only way you get paid in business is if you solve a problem in the marketplace and create value for others that need that value, meaning something like providing a product or service that saves time or takes pain away from somebody or increases their ability to do something faster in life, right? All these different things that you can do to solve problems in the marketplace will increase your income. But if you're just working sun up to sundown and you're not solving a problem and you have no value to others, you will not make any money. You will actually lose money. So that's the first thing. Understand that you can work a lot when you come into business, so be patient. If you're not having results, it does take time to figure out skill sets to create that income. So understand until you provide value, your income will not be there. The second thing is, how do we go from $100,000 to $1 million? How do we increase that value? Well, let's talk about how to make it more valuable. Think about like a video game character. Some of those video games that we played growing up, some of you guys are still probably playing video games right now. Hopefully not if you're over 40. I'm just kidding, right? Do what you want to do. But think about games where you can increase the power of your character, right? Think about how you can go from someone that's like walking around at the beginning of the game that's got no strength, no power, and all of a sudden you're finding potions and power-up boxes and all these different things. How would that look in our life as a real person? So think of yourself as a journey as a video game character. You need to add more skill sets to yourself, more value. So let's drink a potion over here. What does it do? We learned another skill set. We added another language. Now we're bilingual. Do you think if you're bilingual and you speak Spanish and you live in an area where people are speaking English and Spanish, do you have more value to the marketplace than someone that just speaks English or just speaks Spanish? Well, of course, right? Now add another language. You drink another potion. Now you're trilingual. Is someone that speaks 3 languages more valuable than someone that speaks 2? What about if you learn how to speed read or speed write? You can now do things quicker than you could before. What if you picked up a new skill set? Now you understand how to do social media marketing or YouTube, or you understand search engine optimization. So the point is, the more potions or power boxes you come across would be the skill set that you build in life. So if you're lacking a skill set, think about this. If someone has it, are they more likely to have someone work with them or you? So your relationship between your skill sets and yourself is a value. Your value that's seen by the marketplace. Now write this down, guys. Write your replacement value. Your replacement value dictates your income and what you're worth. So the harder you are to replace in the marketplace, meaning many people can't do what you do, the higher your income. If you're easily able to be replaced in the marketplace, meaning what you're doing today, anyone can basically come and do it, your income is going to be low. So think about the highest paid athletes. Why does someone at the top of the world of any industry get paid what they do? They're harder to replace. They spent 5, 10, 15, 20, years or a lifetime of building these skill sets up to make themselves into a person that's hard to replace. So if your place value is low, increase it, right? Add skill sets, study, go to Toastmasters, learn how to communicate better, learn internet marketing, okay? So that's number 2. If you're not making money, it's because your skill sets are low, your value to the marketplace is low. You need to start adding more value by adding more skill sets. Now here's the third thing I want to dig into, guys, before we wrap this one up. If you're going into business today, you need to build skill sets quickly, but I don't want you to do it in a way that I did it, which is in a high risk, very liability intensive business model. So I went into real estate investing first. It had a high marketing budget, and I had to spend a lot of marketing dollars up front. And I actually had a business that was going backwards month to month, meaning I had high liabilities. Thousands of dollars a month. If I didn't bring a check in or I didn't do a deal, I was actually going backwards. So my first piece of advice is find a business model that's not liability intensive, that's not capital intensive, meaning it doesn't cost thousands of dollars a month to do while you're figuring it out. So if you're not figuring out fast enough, you're not going backwards in life. That's how I went into debt. If I could go back into business again, the first thing I would have done was join a network marketing company or a multi-level marketing company of any kind. Why? Skill sets, massive skill set building. You're learning how to network. You're learning how to communicate with people. You're learning how businesses work, and you're gaining a lot of skill sets for very low expense, right? The risk is low. You're going to learn from top people in those industries because if you understand how network marketing works, you have tiers above you, and someone above you is going to be a super rock star, an industry legend like Ed Milet or PBD. They both built businesses in the network marketing space depending on their industry. And you're going to learn from someone high up in business that you don't have to pay for consulting. So you're going to get great mentors, just like, for example, if you come partner with us as a real estate agent with a sales license, you can come work with us and you get trained for free if you pay our brokerage $85 a month. So very low risk, high skill set possibility, and also you have a high possibility to create a big income. You can build $1 million income in network marketing. You can also do this in sales. I would think about getting a license of any type, an insurance license, a sales license, right, for real estate. If you get a real estate license, contact me, find me on here, guys, and say you want to work with us. I'll train you for free. I'll give you access to all my courses and live trainings and all that behind the scenes. If you have a license, guys, very quick and easy to go get. It's a license to print money. You're not going to be going backwards every single month except for keeping and maintaining your license. Now you have the ability to, at any moment, through relationships along your journey, even if in a different industry, say you're building a real estate investment company, but you have your insurance license, to be able to pick up sales and opportunities throughout the week, throughout the year, that can keep your business going forward and help you supplement your other business. So I'd be thinking of network marketing, sales businesses with low barriers of entry, with high potential long-term opportunities, and then possibly also some type of digital internet marketing strategy using affiliate sales and some type of reoccurring low free paid mastermind or something like this, or continuity membership site that costs a small amount of money, that doesn't have a high liability nature to it, meaning you have to keep $1,000 pumping it in to keep the business alive. So the main thing I would want you guys to think about is think about something that's going to be difficult, that's going to force you to learn a lot of skill sets, that could still get you to a massive income. But the number one thing to keep in mind is don't take on a business that your skill sets can't handle, that could put you in debt, making you go backwards. Because what happened to me was I went into debt quickly. I told my story in my first few videos, guys. I had to move back home with my parents. It took me 1,100 days. Literally, I worked 1,100 days straight, not one day off. I'm not saying this to be cool. I didn't do this because it's like all over YouTube at the time, and it was the cool thing to talk about how hard I grind and all this type of stuff. I went into debt, and I was flowing towards that direction of going into bankruptcy, right? And I was terrified. And think about if I threw you off a cruise ship, would you just keep swimming as long as you could swim? So basically, I was swimming as long as I could swim. It took me 1,100 days, guys, believe it or not, from the day I started my business to go down into debt, to bottom, to come back, to break even. Not a single day off. 12 to 16 hour days every single day. Every now and then I take a half day, like a 5 to 6 hour day, but I did not take a single day off for 1,100 days just to break even. And it's because I chose a liability intensive business model think about how fast I could have gotten to where I got to now instead of playing defense for years just trying to dig out of the hole. So that's going to avoid you that, guys. You're going to build those skill sets to go in those other industries. Make sure you understand to be patient, but be aggressively patient in business. Work hard every day, put the time in, but be patient to let it happen, because most of my businesses, I struggled for 1 to 3 years at least with a lot of work into them, a lot of time into them, a lot of resources into them. They all looked like they weren't going to make it, and I stuck it out through persistency, guys, and every single one of them we figured out, which you'll figure yours out too if you stay on top of it, stay focused on it. But you have to understand you don't just get paid for time. You need to figure out how to create value. And the way you create value is to make yourself more valuable. So start acquiring skill sets, guys. I hope this quick video helps. The next one and the one after it, guys, are going to be some good ones. I'll see you on those here shortly. Subscribe to the channel, guys, if you haven't already done so. It'd really help me out. I'd be grateful if you could help me get this channel up and going. Like these videos, share them around if possible, guys. If I see you share one of these videos, I'm going to do something special for you. I can't tell you what it is, so you're just going to have to gamble. But if I see you share a video or you contact me on Facebook and you say you shared my video, I'm going to give you something. So let me know if you do. Subscribe to the channel, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Have a good day.